Hey everybody, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matt Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
How are you guys?
Usually you go on like a whole.
Yeah, usually I go on a rant.
Yeah.
You know, I can. You know how like some people...
Wait, Chris, now you make him feel like shit because that's what he does to you.
Yeah, oh, you're supposed to do your
I've
job
never
of every podcast.
I've never once
oh my
made
God.
Chris feel... No.
46 episodes in a row. Never.
Take two. I'm not trying to talk cum on the podcast, but last night I jerked off before going to bed so I wouldn't have a wet dream, and I had a wet dream anyway.
Damn.
So I'm not safe no more, and I'm scared. I always thought that it would be like if I did this now, then I won't have this at this point. And
Wait, how many wet dreams are you having?
Oh, it's usually like once every like 2 or 3 weeks.
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah,
That's
a lot.
kind of a lot.
It's a lot.
I feel,
It is a lot.
I feel like wet dreams stopped
It's
for me a
too
while ago.
much. It's too much. No, because I don't. No, here's the thing. I don't masturbate a lot. I don't. I masturbate like once every like 4 or 5 days.
Well,
Was it
no,
rubbing
because-
between
no.
your legs?
Well, no, because Ben, because Matt gets so much pussy, he doesn't. There's not even time.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
booty calls. It's like,
Yes.
why even bother?
You could tell by all the claw marks on my arm.
Is that how you?
It was either a cat joke or like a rape joke, and I don't know which way I wanted to go with it. I was gonna leave it up for you to you guys.
See, because I was thinking, because usually the scratch marks on the back or something, but I was thinking like you thought that's how sex worked was on the arms. You heard something out of context. You're like, no, like on the arms. You know, and
I'm
you know what
I'm holding men down by their fucking forearms. Fucking take it. I need to fuck you. I'm gonna have a wet dream.
I literally had one wet dream ever, and it's like a treasured memory from when I was like 14.
It was a treasured memory.
Yeah, because it's only ever happened once. It was awesome, dude.
See, my first time it happened was also the first time I came in my whole life. I was in Italy. Did I ever tell you I was in Italy?
Yeah, we've talked about this on the podcast.
I was sleeping next to my grandfather in bed, and I woke up and I was like, "Who put pudding in my shorts?"
Dude, my boy's stream is thick. Pudding?
I was like, Grandfather, did you put fucking Yoplait in my That's what a weird Italian prank.
What are you doing?
No, yeah. Grandfather was dead asleep and had no idea what was going on. I was lucky that I fell asleep on my back. I never fall asleep on my back. Because when I fall asleep on my stomach and I have a wet dream.
You sleep on your stomach?
Oh, it's so good, dude. My bed like concaves.
I feel
My mattress has a concave thing.
I feel like it'd be like a weeble wobble where you just like kind of back and forth.
No, dude. Last night I felt I was exhausted after I tugged, and
How long did you tug for?
I only tugged for.
Okay, wait. I actually got a couple questions.
Okay, let's go.
How long, roughly? Give me an
Hold on. Before we get into this, someone commented on one of our Instagrams that they love listening to this podcast and it makes their job go. It's like a really nice looking like woman, very like.
Wait, what? Which one?
Like not nice like hot, nice like
Oh.
innocent. And this is how we're starting the podcast. I just want to let you know. Go right ahead.
Okay. To innocent lady, I'm sorry. So how long roughly are we talking?
Am I tugging
just
for?
this time. We're gonna use this.
Oh, just this time.
Yeah.
Last night I think between from like 1:30 to 1:45 maybe.
So were you edging yourself, or is that a straight shot?
Yeah. It's not really edging. It's just like I think I'm about to come, so I'm gonna stop touching myself for 2 minutes.
That's literally what edging is. That's
no.
definition.
Edging is different. Edging is like
Explain.
I'm gonna be on the verge of coming for minutes on end.
No, that's gooning. That's a whole different. That's a whole different thing.
Wait, there's a word. What's
Yeah.
That's gooning.
So edging, to my knowledge, I'm sure someone will give me a paragraph in the comments about how I'm wrong.
Yeah.
A more skilled masturbator. But no, edging is like what you're talking about. When you get close, you're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna stop because I want to be done with this. So I'm gonna wait, like a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back to it, build up again, stop, until eventually, you finish." Gooning is when you bring what you're talking about when you bring yourself right to that, like you're about to,
Yeah.
and you just kind of like just keep yourself there for as long as possible.
That's nuts. See, that's what I want to get
It does
good
like
at.
permanent brain
And that's what
damage.
I assume Johnny Sins does. That's what I assume
100%
that he
brain
does.
damage.
I assume that he has to come like a normal person. It's just he goes for so long and doesn't come because like he just goons the whole time. And that's why he always looks like he's in pain. You know?
I remember there was I found this subreddit once called what was it, like Goon Caves or something? And
No.
yeah, and so all it was, this was the entire, there were like thousands of members or whatever it is on Reddit, the followers of this subreddit. And so all it was, you know how battle stations, like when people post pictures of their like gaming computer setup, like their desk,
Yeah.
it was like the same thing, but for like masturbation stations essentially. So like there'd be guys
What?
with like 6 huge like 4K monitors and like surround sound speakers, and there would be like hentai on like each of the monitors. Be like, this is my goon cave.
Holy
It was
fuck.
just like, yo, what mental illness?
That's nuts. But like, so I don't understand though. So what came first, gooning or the word goons? Like where people call the people goons.
I think gooning's a relatively new
I
term.
always thought goon was like criminal.
Yeah, I think it is.
So everybody who's like just keeping their cum inside of them is a criminal.
Well, then there's that's a whole different thing where you bring yourself close to finishing and then you don't and put your pants back on and go throughout your day and just are real frustrated.
And give yourself like blue balls and
Yeah,
shit.
some people are into that. Yeah.
Who's into that? Who would be into that? Is it like, does it make you like hot? Like, does it get you like horny? Like having blue balls and shit? It fucking hurts.
Because I heard people were into that, so I was like, I'm gonna try that and see if that's, because I'm a curious scamp.
Yeah.
And this was like probably
You were
4 or 5 years
Georgian.
ago.
You were Georgian.
Is that what we're calling
Yeah,
it
you're
now?
curious.
Oh yeah, hey. And I'm a monkey. But anyways, so I tried that, and then I put my pants back on and went throughout the rest of the day just like so insanely frustrated that I was like, this wasn't cool at all. Like, why did I do that? So I don't recommend it. So people are into it apparently. If that's your, more power to you. Not for me.
I'll get it sometimes when I'm at work and I'm looking up at like I'll be on Instagram and I'll see like a new hot person on my explore page, and then I'll go and I'll look at our OnlyFans. But like I can't.
Are you purchasing some subscriptions, or are you
No,
looking
no.
for like leaks?
I'll purchase a subscription really very rarely, not often at all.
I've never purchased one. Who have you purchased them for?
Who? I'm not gonna say who.
Wait, are they like people? Wait, are they people you know? IRL?
Once or twice it's been people that I've known.
Okay.
And then like once or twice for random people that just like don't seem like.
that's not
like,
crazy.
I can't find any leaks on Google for them.
So
like
they were
if I'm
niche.
gonna see, yeah, exactly. Like niche, yeah, exactly. So what I'll do is I'll like that when I'm at work. Sometimes I'll find people's like what they look like naked, and like I'll get a chub at work, but I can't like jerk off at work. And so then I'll stop looking at them, and I'll go throughout the rest of my day.
Why are you even giving
then
yourself the option to like need to combat jerking off at work?
You don't get horny at work, bro.
Dude, that's like when I'm
Because I'm like, no, because
like
then
when I'm at school,
I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. It's because the
Not trying to be
alternative,
horny.
the alternative to that is having to
doing your
save that
job.
post and then coming back to it later, and then maybe even forgetting that I even saved it to begin with.
That would be
just don't do it in the first.
Yeah, well, hold
place.
on.
I'm Georgian though. Like I want to know what she looks like.
George at home at
I'm
1:45 in the
Georgian.
morning.
No, I can't.
Matt.
Because at that time, I'm looking at. I've seen 25 other girls on my explore page. My explore page on Instagram is crazy.
No, Matt, that's you're doing permanent brain damage, dude.
It's Pokemon and hot women.
I have changed my algorithm, as we've talked about several times on this podcast, to just be like far right extremism and cats, and that's all that should be on your For You page.
It's fire.
Because once you start, every time I see like a hot girl post, I have to use self-restraint, and I just click like the 3 dots and say like I don't want to see more posts like this. You know,
Right,
that
I would
one?
never do that.
Or like I don't want to see more posts from this account.
My explore page is Sydney Sweeney and then Xiao Xiao, that
Can we-
Asian,
what-
that
what's-
little Asian girl,
what's
Chris.
Sydney
You know that?
Sweeney?
You know,
Can you bring her up,
Sydney
Ben?
Sweeney's the teenager.
Yo,
She's not a teenager now,
Hey,
but
yo.
she plays a teenager on Euphoria.
the show about
I could have. I don't know why I said it like
She's
that.
just a teenager.
Chris, you may know her as the
Euphoria.
teenager from Euphoria.
never watched.
It's her
Euphoria.
on my explore page, and it's Xiao Xiao. You know who
Wait,
Xiao
is she
Xiao is?
also on is Sydney Sweeney? She was also on White Lotus,
Yes.
the blonde.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
It's her.
Pretty sick,
her.
dude.
It's her, and she doesn't really have any. Like sometimes she does have like nude scenes. I don't know. But we have to talk about this. Sometimes
Oh, no,
she does have
seen
nude
her.
scenes and
I've
shit.
seen her naked.
But if you don't see, okay, I'm getting distracted. So yes, it's her.
See,
Very
that's not a
very
good photo.
beautiful. It's not a good photo. I don't know what she's doing.
See that? She looks nicer there.
No, she doesn't.
She looks way nicer.
She looks like she doesn't want to be talking to at all.
Oh, exactly. That's when women are the hottest, when they don't want to
When they don't want to interact with me.
Oh, now we
You
just
gotta
have
want
a
it.
Twitch stream.
Tap back in. All right. Tap back in.
So it's her and it's Xiao Xiao from those videos that I send you
Oh,
of that little girl.
terrifying little Chinese girl with
Yeah.
like, what deformity does she have?
I don't know. She's 36 years old.
What? Oh, she's like the Chinese Hezbollah.
Yeah,
They should date.
exactly.
That would be cute.
I don't think it'd be cute.
Who's
I think
the-
she would kick the shit out of us.
Who's
She's so strong, dude. She has such a temper on her, dude.
She's always like, in all the videos you send me, she's like
Always
throwing
mad.
shit at her
Yeah,
family and like
whipping people with sticks,
Yeah,
dude.
like-
It's crazy. She's my favorite.
Why is she so
and then,
angry?
And then like people will do edits. Yeah, like people like are so in love with this girl, like her temper. They'll like make like cute edits of her to like MIA's Paper Planes.
You
and shit
sent me
that.
like 4 of them. You're saying this like I haven't seen all
It's
these.
so good, dude. It's so funny.
My question is, so they're just always. Why is there so much footage of her?
I don't know. I think her parents or her mom like films her, or like her like I don't know what it is.
So like any mom on Instagram with a kid with disabilities, like it's time to cash in. It's time
Yeah.
to make some money,
Yeah, exactly.
dude. If I can't.
Except they're doing the thing that no one in America will do, where it's like they're like making their kid with disabilities angry on purpose.
Oh yeah, no one in America would ever do that.
No, but everybody who's taking advantage of their like disabled kids for like Instagram views now are like trying to bring awareness to the disability and stuff like that. Treat their kids with respect. What you see, fucking. I know they're trying to get money.
Hey guys, just so you're aware, this guy's fucking retarded. That's the awareness they're doing. And they're like, you know what else is sick? Watching them do a suplex as Stone Cold Steve Austin. Have you seen the one of the I watch this video probably once a week when I'm feeling sad and I laugh so hard. It's this video of this guy Down syndrome out, like full Down syndrome.
Uh-huh.
He's got a cowboy hat on and a leather vest.
I've never seen this.
And he walks over to the pool. It's like clearly some family party. And he walks over to the pool, like wades into the shallow end with 2 glass beer bottles.
Yeah.
And they go, Johnny, don't clack those
Oh,
together.
yes.
And he just smashes them together and goes,
yeah. He's like, don't move. yeah. He yells.
woo!
Yeah, it's so good, dude. He's great.
This whole time right here, they're like, don't.
Now there's glass in the pool.
Don't
No
woo.
one can enjoy the pool
I just
anymore.
love- they all-
He ruins it.
Like he's clearly done this several times. The second it comes out, they know what's happening. They're like, do not woo. Don't woo.
Like, what family member is the one that's like, yo, you should go and do this again? Like, you remember when that was funny? You should go do it again.
Yeah, that would
And the
definitely be
kid
me.
is like, okay.
I can't wait till I have till
No, it's unimpressive.
I can't wait till God punishes me with a Down syndrome son, and then I can that's what's gonna fund my comedy career. It's just my father son Instagram page.
Holy fuck.
I'll go to bringer shows and I'll be like, oh, I couldn't bring all the people. I could only bring my son, and they'll see he's all Down syndromed out, and they'll be like, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I'm a student of the world. All right. Also, I used to smoke crack, so let's all manage our expectations. Of
How was
name.
that experience? And how is that compared to like smoking weed? Like, is the high better?
So, first of all, I want to go on record that
I've never done weed.
I've never done it. No,
I would never do weed.
That-
Crack only, please.
technically, I didn't smoke crack. If we want to get technical about it, I freebased cocaine,
Okay.
which there is a minor difference, but it's essentially the same thing.
Freebase is when
Yeah.
you have one when Freebase is yeah. Would you like that's good? Would you let you touch your titty or when the pitcher throws the ball at you and it hits your arm, and so you get to take a free base.
Yeah, that's.
Man, I think you're retarded. Chris is thinking in his head.
I would love to do an IQ test and find out that Matt has like a 170. It's like just Albert Einstein level genius.
I definitely I'm a really good test taker. I went to the casino this past weekend with Mike.
How'd that go?
Mike's the best.
Oh,
dude.
for those of you who don't remember, Mike, our friend who clearly has a gambling problem.
He does, dude. he was on a show with me last night and the night before. And the night before, after our show, we were in West Hartford. We went up to MGM, which is only like a half hour away. I've never been to MGM. They have buffalo machines at MGM, but none of them are the wild buffalo machine.
What's even the point?
There's no fucking point. There's so many other buffalo machines there that they don't even have elsewhere. Like they have like this white buffalo machine where it's a cool like yak, like Yeti kind of fucking looking motherfucker, and it's a white version of the buffalo machine, but the buffalo's like white instead of brown.
Does it still
It's
go
cool.
Buffalo?
It still says Buffalo. It's MGM Springfield. Yeah, I've never been there. And they didn't have the Wild, so I was walking around this whole fucking like casino looking for it. They had nothing. But anyway, I took my winnings and I turned it into $300 at the casino that night.
Let's get an applause break for that, please.
It's kind of fire, dude. I'm getting really good at it, and Mike did not do as well.
I'm shocked. It's almost like he always gets up and then is like, I'm going to quadruple this, and then loses. Wait, hold on. Let me guess. I want to guess.
Yeah.
Do you lose it at the high-stakes slots?
He did lose it at the high-stakes slots. That's the first time I've ever been to the high-stakes slots.
Oh, that's a classic.
I didn't even know that was a place in the casinos.
No, what you
like
gotta,
you put like each bet at that place is like either $10, like a $10 bet, or like even $100 bets, and the motherfuckers are winning like $700 on one roll at these slot machines. It's like, what the fuck?
Those are the good ones, dude.
No, it's not, dude. For someone who doesn't make that much money, I play the fucking 75 cents a play slot, and like I go hard, and I fucking have a great time.
You know what I did this week?
What? What?
I don't like your attitude.
I don't like how you said that.
Why'd you like?
Were you just trying to bring up something new? You don't want to talk about the slots anymore?
We could talk about. I feel like we've talked about the casino.
I'm a big fan of slots. Whores, not so much. There's no difference, right? They're synonyms, sluts and whores.
No, because I feel like if you're a slut,
Mm-hmm.
you probably just sleep it around a lot. I feel like a
whore
whore
is
hurts
like-
people. Like they cheat on someone. I feel like that's more of a whore move.
Oh, really? In
That's
my head,
my
whore
take.
like does it for money. Slut does it for the love of the game.
Ooh, you know what? That's also a good point. I didn't even think about the money aspect.
And I don't know any
what's-
sluts or whores personally.
Ben, you talk to a lot of women. What?
But it doesn't mean Ben talks to sluts or whores. Ben talks to a lot of fucking really...
Ben's face.
Oh, wait, never mind.
What?
So what would you
He's done with this, dude.
what would you define the difference between sluts and whores?
I feel like they're synonymous.
It's semantics.
Okay.
It's all semantics.
So I'm the only autistic one trying to
my
differentiate
favorite
them.
thing is when you fuse them and you call them slores.
Classic. Sounds like a lizard.
Huts.
Those basking slores.
Basking slores.
Oh.
That's really good. My sister had a basking slore.
You shouldn't talk about her girlfriend like that. Man. That's not nice.
No, me and my sister both got lizards when we were younger, like probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And she watched mine because we had separate tanks in our own like separate rooms, and mine died within like 3 days. Because my sister, I wasn't home, I was at school. My sister watched that lizard eat a spider. Instead of stopping it from eating a spider, it was a baby lizard. It's not supposed to eat fucking like spiders. And a spider crawled into the tank and the lizard ate it. And then then all it would do was it would lay in the water bowl,
Yeah.
like with its nose underneath the water.
Sounds like my uncle at Thanksgiving.
And within like the week, like it died. And his name was Earthquake. He was my favorite.
That's like the comic. Did you have like?
I had no idea the comic was a
little
thing.
yellow hat on. And he was like Earthquake.
At the time, I had no idea that comic was a comic. And then my sister, because of that, I really wanted my sister's lizard to die.
I like that.
But
I want to see that vengeful side of you.
But it lived for like 7 years.
You didn't go in there and like feed it some poison.
I did not, no. Should have given it a spider. Hell no. What I ended up doing was nothing. And then 5 years down the line, she found out that lizard was actually a girl, and she thought it was a boy the whole time.
Wow.
Trans lizard.
My question is, how'd she find that out? What was she doing to that lizard that let her know? You know,
Yeah.
can't really tell by looking at him. You got to be doing something.
I know.
Oh, I went to a I went to the Catskills this week
Mm-hmm.
with Mike, actually.
With Mike.
The same guy from
Mike
the
is such an
casino.
important part of our lives.
He really is. He's like the bridge to Terabithia between our two lives. And so
I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Do what it takes till I touch the sky. I'm gonna
make a wish,
take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. Oh, it's not easy to tell you goodbye. I love Birds of Terabithia. That was the first movie I ever watched where like a kid died, and I was like, I don't understand what's happening. That's the movie that introduced me to the possibility that kids can die.
I would love it if you were like 15 and still didn't understand what death was.
I watched
and like
it at 17
you
years
watch that
old.
at 17, your parents are trying to explain like what death is, and you're like, so they're sleeping, right? Like,
What if the first time I found out kids could die was all this beheading shit that's going on?
what if it was when you hugged someone too hard? You're like, oh no, kids can die.
I'm Lennying it.
Just of micing and menning all these toddlers.
Micing and menning is really funny. I just miced and manned this kid.
I mean, that sounds. Oh, but what I was saying is I was in the Catskills, the birthplace of comedy, for those that don't know.
Uh-huh.
And
What's the Catskills known for? Mountains?
so the Catskills, without getting too into it, it's like slightly upstate New York. It's about an hour north, a little bit more outside of New York City.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like, in the 40s and 50s and 60s.
Back in the day, that would have been Chris's spot.
A lot of it became a vacation hub
Yeah.
for Jews.
Okay.
Because that was like a safe place where there wasn't because a lot of Jews lived up there.
Mm-hmm.
So they would go up there for vacation, in the summer from the city. And so they had all these resorts out there, and they had these variety shows. They call it the Borscht Belt, actually, now, the Catskills, because of all the Russian Jews that moved there originally.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'd have all these resorts where they'd have variety shows. Like, you'd have a singer, maybe like a band, a guitar player, like a juggler, stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
And in between would be the MC.
Yeah.
And he would tell little jokes in between each person's act and bring up the next person. And
Yeah.
the MCs became so popular for their jokes that they just people came to just see them do jokes, and that developed into what we now know as modern day stand-up comedy. But anyway,
That's dope.
so I was at the Catskills, the birthplace of comedy,
Uh-huh.
and it's not doing well these days. Like
No.
it's falling apart. It's like one
I
of
think
those.
that has a really good scene.
No. Well, I mean, the show we were at was fun, but like I don't know of any other shows that were going on. Like, it's not a hub anymore. Because what happened was air travel became a lot cheaper.
Okay.
So then people just started like vacationing by plane.
Elsewhere.
They didn't need to like have it be drivable distance.
Oh, it's interesting.
And also anti-Semitism died down. So Jews didn't just have to go to the one safe place. They could go, to the Hamptons and stuff like that now.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of You Should Be Worried. My name is Matt Lopes. You can find me on Instagram at Matty Fucko and everywhere else as Matty Fucko or Matt Lopes. Chris?
Hey, everybody. My name's Chris Warren. You can follow me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. Got some dates up there. Got some history videos up there. And it's all going to be good. You should also follow Ben.
In the Making ITM on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. TikTok's blowing up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. And have a good one. Love you. Love you guys.